Welcome to Doki Doki Checkmate, a mod of the original Doki Doki Literature Club. Before you begin, we'd like to mention a few things first. First, this mod is not licensed by Team Salvato or any affiliates. Secondly, this mod will feature voice acting when it transitions from demo to full release. If you do not wish to have voice acting enabled by the time full release is available, and want to play the game how it was originally designed, you may deactivate it in the settings menu. Finally, this is a Monica-based mod. If she isn't exactly your favorite, well, prepare to be disappointed. By clicking the I agree button, you agree that you are both 13 or older and have played the original game. If you do not meet one or both requirements, please select the I don't agree button. Warning, pressing the I don't agree button will crash the game and prevent you from playing until you have played the original game. Well, how will I know if I've done that? Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit that place, whatever. By playing Doki Doki Checkmate, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. You know, I could test the I do not agree button. We're just going to go for it. Very well. Then enjoy the game, player. I will try. Sup, it's Hallie, and welcome to Doki Doki Checkmate. I don't really know a whole lot about what this mod is about. It seems to be about chess to some capacity. Might also be a horror mod to some degree. I saw some weird thumbnails of someone else who was playing it, but I didn't really look into it at all. And it's like, how much can you trust thumbnails? They're all about clickbait, after all. Ugh. Oh, and I need to turn down the volume on my end because it's loud for me. There we go. Now it's not breaking my ears. All right, let's hop on in here. I'm Hallie. Let's go. Happiness! Nostalgia! I have so many thoughts in my mind that I don't know how to reorder them. Frick, I haven't even introduced myself. I guess I'm really that hopelessly forgetful. My name is Kaito, though everyone around me just calls me Hallie. Oh, okay. I'm just your regular end of high school kind of guy, with my very own nickname being the Choco Stick. Due to some folks supposedly finding me attractive, because of my brown eyes and hair, coupled with my above-average height for a guy of my age. Like most people, I have my own set of hobbies, them being mostly video games, using sarcastic laughs to auto-increase my self-esteem at times, and most importantly, writing poetry and stories. This last one just so happens to be my most favorite one out of the bunch, and for a good reason. Well, not just one, but 4 reasons. They're all pretty easy to understand, yet hard to explain at the same time, so I'm gonna try to do my best to leave it clear. I don't think I have ever wanted to write poetry so much in my life. I don't even see myself without making a few poems per day, though. I don't even want to lose any after the experience that I'm sure I'm gonna have. This is my last summer vacation. I have these wonderful classmates who I would gladly give up my life for. Sayori, the clumsiest girl I've ever seen, who would easily scarf down like 100 cookies in the blink of an eye. And the first one to literally always attend parties and support her friends whenever they need her. Natsuki, who's tougher than she looks, both in physical and mental strength. Sometimes I think this girl liked manga and comics so much as a kid that she's secretly trained to be like Hulk. If she catches you somehow hurting her world-class cupcakes, or her manga, or anything or anyone within her safe space, you're pretty much dead. Yuri, whose calming aromas and at-first-sight personality make for one heck of a passionate reader and a friend. Do not try to provoke her if you want to get out of her sight. Alive. What? And last but certainly not least, Monica. She's always been the president of the literature club we've all attended throughout high school, and she's always had that facade of being a perfect, unreachable, athletic, and sweet girl. For some reason, though, I thought all of this was giving her way too much pain to live up to her well-known standards, and I think I'm one of the few people I can see why. I'm one of the few people I can... You mean who can see why? At the time, seeing her so confident on the outside made me immediately think that had to be a facade, and I had my suspicions on what this so-called perfect lady needed. Now, don't misunderstand me. I may have exaggerated their quote-unquote weak points a little bit, but I still quite literally owe them my life. One Friday, we were all attending our club meeting as usual, writing poems and reading them in front of everyone else. And yes, the school staff did let us use the club room during summer. Apparently Monica managed to convince the principal into giving her access to the school solely for club purposes. Out of nowhere, as I was about to sit down after showing off my poem in front of everyone else, I started getting some serious pain on my right leg, to the point where I could barely move it. Wait, I remember why. For once, it was me rather than Sayori, the one who overslept for some reason, so much so that she was the one who woke me up by bombarding me with dozens and dozens of calls and messages. So my leg pain came from me sleeping on it the entire night. I guess I unintentionally took that from her clumsiness. I don't see how being clumsy has anything to do with that. As I was disposing a whole chess set I had brought that day as a new activity on one of the tables, disposing? All of the girls were looking at the chessboard with different faces of surprise. Sayori looked like she was being given a new toy for Christmas, which, coming from her sort of childish personality, doesn't seem that far-fetched to begin with. Not that I'm complaining, though. Sorry, that's the Pokemon's name. Whenever you're just using the word, it's actually just put an E there, man. Natsuki, being as prideful as she is, seems to have the typical, this is boring for me, but I might as well check it out just for the heck of it kind of face. As for Yuri, well, she seemed to just pull out one of her trademark elegant lady laughs. But I perfectly knew that, on the inside, she was positively crazy about the idea of playing a game about strategy and intelligence. I swear this girl sometimes still haunts me to this very day, with that creepypasta-level maniac laugh she secretly hides whenever something really catches her attention. But Monica, for some reason, looked just straight out normally happy about it. She just pulled out her nice idea for today's meeting, thanks for your help kind of simple smiley face, as if she was secretly hiding something. Well, it's now or never, Hallie. Alright, girls, I'm inviting you all to a sleepover at my house this Sunday, because I want all of us to do something special before our summer ends. But instead of...
Yay, I can't wait for cuddles!
Okay, Mom, sheesh. Anyway, be sure to gather all that strength for that night, because I'm going to make it impossible to forget for us, I said, while chuckling a bit at Sayori.
Figures you would say that. So, Seb, what are we doing exactly apart from sleeping? I bet there's nothing I like at your house, so you better make this good.
Who's Seb? Alright, calm down, Miss Strawberry. Geez, did you have to rub it on me that I'm not as organized and clean as y'all are?
Yup.
Will you stop being a jerk anytime soon?
Nope.
Okay then, Miss Smarty Pants. How about I prove to you all that I actually have something to be proud of? I'm challenging you all to a chess game, right here, right now.
All of us? But Hallie, no matter how many different people you play against, I've heard that playing chess against more than one person is a pretty difficult task. Do you think you can handle it?
Oh, please. I can win this even with my eyes closed. What's more, to give you girls an advantage, I'm gonna let you pick which pieces you want to start off with.
Okay, so, how about we play rock, paper, scissors to see who picks the... Whatever, Sayori. We gotta beat this guy. I'm not letting this jerk beat me at anything.
Okay, calm down, girls. If you let me pick, I know how to win against him. How does that sound?
Yeah, Monica, you choose. I'm not really good at games like these. Whatever, but I'm picking the first move.
Deal. Let's show him who's boss. Or bosses. Whatever, you get the drill.
The game then started, with all four of them deciding each and every move on their side. As time went on, those suspicions of mine were still lingering over me for some reason. Something was telling me this was one of those hints that a guy has to catch on the fly if a girl is trying to tell him something. And I was totally sure Monica had something serious to tell me. I knew Monica well enough to know that she was trying to fake her confidence more than usual, even between us, her closest friends. Well, guess I'll find out sooner or later. Eventually, we finished the game, and to my surprise, the girls defeated me, mostly thanks to Monica's help. Although, as a side note, I was too concentrated on Monica the entire time we were playing.
Ha! So much for being a big-brained dummy.
Oh, cut it out, Natsuki. That was rather unnecessary.
Pfft! As if he could be affected by that. Hello? Earth calling Hallie. Is anybody home?
Oh, yeah, sorry, not just spaced out a little.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Get your ass up and let's start packing up our stuff. We almost ran out of time here. Jeepers! I almost forgot. I gotta take care of Mademoiselle Moo. See you guys.
Ah, inspired by a bridge, I see. Bye-bye, Saya. She stormed off the classroom before I could even say goodbye to her.
Well, I just so happen to have, stuff to do.
What? Are you going to the library to rent another book?
Yes, precisely. If I do not hurry, I might find it closed at my arrival. Goodbye, guys. Have a pleasant day.
Before long, Natsuki ran after her, making some excuse about having to go home early because of his dad or something? I seriously hope this guy isn't hurting Natsuki or something, for his own sake. For some reason, I was able to see them chuckling for a split second as they were going towards the door. I knew it. These girls were up to something. But who am I to complain here? Suddenly sad music. I was alone in the clubroom with Monica. I had the perfect chance to just get a few doubts out of my head, and since we were close friends, I thought that breaking the ice at that moment would grant me the answers I was looking for. Before I could form a complete sentence, she broke the ice while we found ourselves walking together towards the school exit.
Say, Hallie,
Huh?
I was wondering, would you like to hang out tonight? There's a place I want to show you.
Oh, okay. Sounds cool.
So maybe we could meet at like 10 p.m. in front of your house.
Sounds good to me. By the way, there's something that's been bugging me since you showed up today in the club. She then placed her finger on my lips.
Shh. Not now, Hallie. You mustn't know the answer. Yet.
Due to both having our own reasons to feel awkward, we stood silent for the whole walk towards my house. Stood silent? Until we reached our destination. We then said goodbye to each other, but as Monica quickly turned around to start running like crazy towards her home, my doubts only seemed to get bigger and bigger for every step she took. I swear I'm going to find out what's happening to you, Monica, whether you like it or not. I tried to comfort myself as much as possible, but I seemed to be the only one to notice what's going on. After a couple of hours, which mentally felt like just mere minutes for both me and Monica, we both eventually said goodnight to each other and departed to our homes. Turns out she just wanted to chill at her backyard with me, but even if it eventually started raining, and therefore her plan was half ruined, we decided to just sleep and talk about a lot of stuff. Like, very varied stuff, ranging from sports to veggies to philosophical stuff, bleh, to everything in between. Even simple-looking stuff like the sound of rain and how extremely relaxed she felt when hearing it at the comfort of her home. To the point where she fell asleep on my torso, and I had to wake her up just so I could get up and go home. I need to take a good long night rest to clear my brain. Yeah, that'll do. I quickly went inside my house, upstairs to my bedroom, and threw my stuff onto the table. Without thinking about it twice, I literally fell asleep onto my bed. June 30th, Sunday. Well, that's a cute little logo for the date. After what seems to have been a couple of minutes, I look at my clock. 6:30 p.m. Man, Hallie, you are such a heavy sleeper. I keep telling that to myself, while I reunite every single inch of strength in my body to get up. As I finish my daily evening coffee, something hits me. Holy crap, I got it! I storm through my house, looking for something that I'm hoping she will like. Eventually, I find something. It's a handmade necklace I secretly made for her as a gift for the festival at our high school, as I did with everyone else. Sayori's one was shaped like a teddy bear, and Natsuki's one was shaped like a cupcake with her face on it. Whereas Yuri's one was shaped like one of those weird candles she uses in her aromatherapy sessions. Back then, Monica's so-called facade of being the perfect, unreachable kind of girl still made a huge impact on all of us. And it kept doing that until the start of our summer vacation. But unlike the other girls, I think this has to be an insanely huge burden on her back as well. That's when I realized this would be a perfect gift for the occasion, even more on point if we take into account that she's actually into handmade stuff. That's why I want to settle this matter once and for all, and if I can do all of this on the last day of our summer vacation, all the better. The moment will be even more iconic for both of us. Props to the guy at our local jewelry, who I secretly worked for half a year. He was gentle enough to let me win enough money to pay for the necklace's golden chain. Win enough? If you're working for him, that's earning money. And most importantly, the crown-shaped emerald at its core, In the end, I even thought that this green little thing could work as some sort of lucky charm for her. I try to finish cleaning up my house as fast as possible, long before the girls are supposed to arrive home. At the same time that I'm disposing everything in place to have a little secret prepared for them tonight. Phew, done, and it only took 2 hours. Just as I have a last overall look at my place, I hear the doorbell ringing. That must be the girls. Come on in, the door's open. So I guess it's about like 8 or so.
So this is your house. Huh, guess you're not that big of a doofus. This is actually a nice place you got here.
And?
I'm sorry for calling you a doofus, okay?
Oh, voice acting. Does that mean I can stop talking?
That cute face was priceless!
I certainly couldn't agree more. It suits you very well, Natsuki.
Any more one-way tickets for a total beatdown?
Easy there, Natsuki. You might not want to awaken this beast over here.
Monica points at me while trying to calm Natsuki down.
Okay, fine. So what are we doing now, anyway?
I highly suggest we start having dinner. To then be able to spend as much time as possible doing things together before we go to sleep. Speaking of which, Hallie,
Yeah?
we would need to know where we could place our stuff. Because we surely both need to have a shower and...
I can't help but to chuckle a bit every time Yuri gets cute like this. Yeah, sure, but let me help carry all your stuff upstairs.
All of it? But Hallie, won't you break your back carrying all this weight?
Pfft, nah, I've been living alone for years now, and I've been taking care of everything in this house almost by myself. Except when I mess up the cleaning or the cooking, like really bad, and I have to call Sayori to give me a hand. Right, Sayori?
You got it! In fact, sometimes I don't even know who is the clumsier one of us.
So much for living next door with you all these years. Anyway, you girls can lay on the sofa and watch TV for a few minutes while I carry your stuff upstairs. I bet you're all tired after having to carry all of this from your houses to here.
I'm coming with you. You may be stronger than us, but you're not a superhero. And I don't want to see you break your own spine.
Fine then, Mom. I got something for y'all once I get back down, so just chill for a while before I get back here. Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri all nod in agreement and turn on the TV, while Monica and I start slowly carrying all of their stuff upstairs to my bedroom. Well, Hallie, time to move it or lose it.